If you're using DWM, you'll most likely want to theme the ST terminals font. Now, what I mean by that is changing the actual coloring of the text. Now, on this terminal, it's a little bit different than other terminals because it's, straight in the source file, and the way that it's described in the source file, it's a little bit strange, but I think that I found a decent way to kind of maneuver around it, even though I kind of don't understand exactly how it's working, but I just need to, I guess, do a little bit more research, but the method that I'll show kind of makes sense. So there are two different options, right? If we go to the web browser here, we'll see you can go to this website here and it'll just generate this theme for you, and you can actually select the formatting to simple terminal. You hit generate, and then it will produce the theme down here once you hit export. And you just copy this and you overwrite the file in the st config, which looks like this. Forgot to run my command. Yeah, so if we go down here, you just erase all the lines that you see like this here, this whole giant array here, and a few of the other variables here, and you just overwrite them. Just make sure, the one thing that I would recommend is keeping these colors sort of inverted, right? Because you want them to sort of stand out. So for me personally, I didn't use that generator, but I left black and white as two like sort of special colors, you could say, and I just invert them here for the default foreground, default background, and the default cursor and the reverse cursor. I think that this just makes everything make sense, because I still haven't really understood everything, but I got a pretty good grasp on it. But anyway, so the second option, which is a little bit more complicated, but probably you'll want to really do because you want to really customize it to your wallpaper like I've done here. So what I did is that I took this color here, the selected color, and I copied it and I pasted it into this website here called mycolor.space. But anyway, it's a really nice tool because once you put in a color, so I'll just go here and I'll show you. Paste that and you hit generate. It'll give you so many different sort of like complementary colors to this, and you can mix and match them. And another nice thing that you can actually do is take one color and then find the complement of that color, and I find that it still kind of works with the theming. The colors will bounce nicely off of each other, so it might take you some time because maybe sometimes one color might fall sort of strangely on top of another one, and you might have to find that color and replace it. But this is, I think, the most dynamic way. But if you do choose to do that way, I would definitely recommend keeping the foreground and the background sort of, in a sense, static by having it be black and white. Or if you find two colors that are like that will match anywhere, in your theming, keep them like this, sort of like your own quote unquote like black and white color. This is how I kind of understood it. I'm not too sure if this is the exact way that it is or is recommended. This is just the way that I understood it. And the best practice I think to have. So another thing is that the beginning first 8 colors are considered like regular, and then the following other 8 are considered brighter colors. And this is just the convention that I followed that made sense to me when I made my theme, and it's how I got my own. But I still have a few weird things, like if I do let's see, wait, let me just open a new terminal. Bash. We'll see that sometimes some of the colors kind of look the same. Maybe not here, but in some other files they kind of do look the same, and it bugs me a little bit because I need to kind of still change some of the colors to make them all really very, very unique. but that's like not that big of a deal. If I spend more time, I didn't really spend much time doing that, but anyway, so once you edit the file, you go down and you replace your array of colors here, and your foregrounds and foreground and background colors and the cursors. You just do a sudo make clean install, and it will install your terminal. And you can just, once you do that, you just launch a new instance of it, and it will follow that new theme and whatnot. But I think that that's the best way, is to just take from your wallpaper, unless you really don't care. If you just have a black background, you could pretty much, I guess, use any coloring theme from this website here called terminal.sexy. You can just generate anything, I guess, and it'll fit nicely on there. And then you can probably even take some of these colors here that it provides you, and then even theme your bar up here and stuff. So it's really simple, but I think that the most dynamic way, I guess, is this here to generate your nice colors. But anyway, that's about all. I hope that you found this useful.